I don't want to know what's going on inside his head.
So, did you find something?
I found some disinfectant.
Very good. Now you need to bandage the wound.
The door is locked. I've drilled the lock open. A physician's diary. The last entries are about a sailor who crushed his hand. It also mentions a Subject A. Subject A does not seem to respond to the treatment. Nonetheless, I will increase the dose. Contains musty sheets and overalls. The label says, "Ether, keep away from children." The bottle's open and the contents have long since evaporated. Lots of old bandages crusted with blood. Did this doctor help people or did he harm them? The bedpan looks like a tiny oven. A Bible. It's been opened, and one paragraph's been marked. "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." You can make many things out of leather. There might be useful things in there. Water drips into the old enamel bowl now and again. There are a lot of rusty metal spots where the enamel coating is chipped off. This decorative lamp is much too bulky. Besides which, it's light enough in the ship now. Lex could have a lie down here, but the stubborn idiot prefers to sit. Pictures of human organs. There are bandages, a thin thread, and a needle in the bag. Lex? Lex! What are you doing there? Shouldn't you be lying down?
This is starting to give me the creeps. You see, I wanted to read the ship's log, but I didn't get too far.
What do you mean?
I think that the last entry was made a couple of weeks ago, but I'm not completely sure because the cover sheet with the year printed on it was missing. And the words started to blur, right in front of my eyes, as if the book refused to be read by me.
Just stop it! Your mind is playing tricks on you.
The pages at the back are written in Portuguese, but I can hardly see a thing. And my head aches like hell. I think I need a painkiller before I can try to see if I can read it.
But...
So, did you find something?
I found some bandages, too.
There we go. I can probably treat the injury now. I've got to take a rest. I don't feel well. Quite weak. Maybe it was a mistake to board this ship.
What are you talking about?
I've got a really bad feeling about this ship. As if it doesn't want us to be here. Wait. I've got something for you.
That's my bag. Where did you... Did you steal it?
It kind of fell into my hand when we were in the water. I'm sorry?
Well, you'd better be. You're a damn scoundrel.
I'm really sorry. Honestly. We've made a good team this far. I don't want to jeopardize that.
It's not much, but at least I've got some of my belongings back. Might be useful to sew things together with. It's the only picture that I have of my real parents. I always buff up the frame to shine. Look, I can even see my reflection in it. A couple of things that I've noted down. I wanted to use them for a news article. It was in my bag. I use it to cut clippings out of newspapers. Gotta keep abreast of current affairs.
So, did you find something?
No, not yet.
Please, you've got to find these things. I'm getting dizzy.
I shouldn't waste the fresh water. Nothing here that I need to insulate. looks like a sick room. Maybe I can find medicine for Lex in here. But the crates are in my way. I need to get rid of them somehow. The belt is making the cylinder turn. I reckon that I need a second belt. I'll cut the leather into shape. I'll sew it together. Both belts are in place. Let's see if this works. The crane's blocked. It looks like I can only turn it when the rope is pulled up. The crane's blocked. Looks like I can only move it backwards when the rope is pulled up. As if you could put something here. Both belts are attached. The crane should be functional again. Both belts are attached. The crane should be functional again. The wheel always turns right. The wheel always turns left. That's really not what a bed warmer's for. The chip log is used to determine the ship's speed. I can make out a ventilation shaft that's between the captain's quarters and another room. Also, there seems to be a connection between the crane's controls and the machine inside the mess hall. The pipes carry away the water that's been pumped. The hook on which the lifeboat was hung to the crane is now dangling from a hatch. But the crane would be useful even without the hook. Something is barring the door. I can't get out. The lifeboat is blocking the door. The pipes carry away the water that's been pumped. There's the upper deck. I can't make anything out too clearly through the dirt, but there seems to be a huge structure out there. Could be a crane. I'd better not walk through all that hot steam. But if I'm not mistaken, then this door leads to the same room that I could see from the other side of the ship, opposite the doctor's cabin. This massive rope goes all the way up to the crane. This massive rope goes all the way up to the crane. The fallen cargo is blocking the entry to 2 doors. If I can somehow remove it, then I could access them. This massive rope goes all the way up to the crane. A big clock face. The craftsman must have assembled it by himself. Nothing's happening. The clock doesn't seem to be working. The cogwheel won't hold like that. I'll need screws to fix it into place.
So, did you find something?
I don't know where to look.
I don't think you'll find anything useful here. You'll have to look around in other areas of the ship.
The door is locked. There's something strange about this picture. It looks as if there's something pushed against it from the back. There's something strange about this picture. It looks as if there's something pushed against it from the back. There was a letter hidden behind the picture. It must contain secret information if the doctor hid it there. An anatomically correct depiction of a skeleton. The glass is cracked, but the mirror is still in one piece. I better keep this. I shouldn't waste the fresh water. There's an opening behind it. I wonder what it's for. The shaft leads down to the ship's mess hall. Above the grating, I can see a crane. To use the chip log, I need to go outside, or at least open a window. This chain might be more useful elsewhere. The wheel always turns right. Both belts are attached. The crane should be functional again. The door's blocked by the crates. I think there's oil inside. The bed warmer's not practical for carrying oil. You usually put coals in it. The fallen cargo is blocking the entry to 2 doors. If I can somehow remove it, then I could access them. Crates, sacks, barrels. I can't reach it.